Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys don't know me, my name's Kayla and I'm about to get real personal with y'all in this vlog series. So let's do it. Today's episode is gonna be all about social media. I'm talking the truth. There are some perks for sure. It's motivating, it's inspiring, it makes us feel a little bit cooler than we are. But there definitely are some negatives as well. You're constantly on your phone, you're constantly thinking about your phone, and this just pulls us out of being present with each other, building connections, and it just lets us hide behind our screens more. I think another problem that comes along with that, part of the reason that we're so distracted all the time and always obsessed with social media, is because of FOMO. I know that I've definitely gone through FOMO many times where I will see something and I will be like, how are they doing that without me? And I'll get so worked up over it. I will get to the point where I feel this need to check social media all the time just to see what everyone else is doing, just so I feel like I'm not missing out. I have FOMO so bad. It just honestly started consuming so much of my time and my thoughts. And I think that's one of the biggest problems with social media, that it just controls our mind. It controls our thoughts. Even when you're not trying to think about it. Like, how many of you guys wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is go on Instagram or check your Snapchats? Like, that's not right. Like, that's not healthy. And I used to be like that. So I've been there. I get it. It's just such a bad habit. Like, forgetting to pee after you have sex. Like, it's a horrible habit and you just need to break it. You just need to say, no, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go to the bathroom right now because I don't wanna get a UTI. Like, I don't wanna check my phone at 8 in the morning. I wanna turn over and say hi to whoever I'm sleeping next to, or wake up and go take a shower, or go let my dog outside. Like, I don't need to go on social media to see what's going on when I first open my eyes. Lastly, this might be the worst by far, is the comparison game. So how much do you guys compare yourselves to other people you may or may not even know on social media? I can say that I am extremely guilty of this. I compare myself all the time to people. I couldn't even start this vlog series because I could not stop comparing myself to people. Like, I didn't even know half the people I was comparing myself to. And that just like breaks my heart. You start to compare yourself to people, and one thing you guys have to remember is that Instagram is such a highlight reel. Even Snapchat, like, they show the highlight parts of your life. They don't show when you have a bad day. They don't show what you look like before you go to bed, really. Like, they just focus on the highlights of your life, and then you get convinced that, like, that person has an amazing life, or that person constantly does X, Y, or Z. And like, that's not true. That's just what they want you to think. All that comes from that is feeling envious or feeling jealous or feeling like you have to compete or compare yourself. And you know, what happens if you compare yourself to someone who you aren't going to become? Then you just feel horrible about yourself. You feel like you're not skinny enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not cool enough, and you're definitely not rich enough. And all of those feelings just bring you down. We just become so absorbed with like other people, and then we stop thinking about like ourselves. And the only time we think about ourselves is when we get enough likes on a picture or when we have enough followers. So what does that say about our self-worth and our success? You know, like, we start to measure all of this by numbers and popularity. That is so toxic. Like, I think you guys can agree with me that, like, that's not normal. How many people follow you on Instagram, like, doesn't make you successful. Like, it doesn't make you a good person. Like, they're not correlated. You can be a good person and still do great things and cool things all the time and not have a huge following. Like, you don't have to get X amount of likes on your pictures for it to be good content. And I think that a lot of times, like, I know I've deleted a picture if it doesn't get enough likes, because then I'm just embarrassed and I'm like, well, that's awkward. Like, I obviously wasn't good enough that time, or, you know, I guess I wasn't cool enough for people to like that picture, or maybe the caption I put up was really stupid. And then you start judging yourself and you start turning against yourself. That's the last thing we should be doing. We should be like supporting ourselves and loving ourselves. And I just feel like unless we really start to talk about the truth behind social media and how it can be toxic and how it 100% has to do with how you interpret it, how you view social media, we are gonna see suicide rates like keep inclining. And that's so sad. Like, we need to talk about the truth. And we need to talk about posting more pictures that are real and using the hashtag Realstagram like Caitlin Bristow did one time. Thank you, Caitlin. We need to have more content that's real and have more captions that are real and support each other when we do, because that's awesome. Good for you for being able to show like who you really are and not be worried about people judging you. I just wanted to talk about social media. I just want to figure out a way for us to combat it. I really think that we can do it by learning how to not compare ourselves to people. So everything you see, you have to remember as a highlight reel. Please take it with a grain of salt. Remind yourself if you need to every time you see a picture, like, that's not entirely true. That's not entirely real. Like, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what their morning looked like. Like, right before that picture, like, something horrible could have happened. Like, you don't even know. Maybe even during the picture, they're actually depressed. You don't know. So, like, you can't compare yourself to someone's highlight reel, okay? And FOMO, like, how to figure out how to get around FOMO. Like, for me, I personally got away from social media for a few days a week. I delete my apps. I don't need to see what's going on 24/7, and there's something really relaxing, and I just feel like my anxiety kind of gets relieved when I feel like, oh wow, the world doesn't stop spinning when I'm not checking what some random person I went to high school with is doing, right? So like, it doesn't really matter. What matters is my real life right now in this very moment. That's what matters. So I hope that you guys, you know, can relate to this video, and if you personally can't, like, I guarantee you know someone who can. And I just want to say that, like, moving forward, I want to see all of us supporting each other. I want to see more real pictures. Like, I love that. I think authentic captions are the way to go, and I just want to put an end to people feeling depressed from social media. I want to put an end to, you know, suicide rates going up because of social media, because you don't feel good enough and you have to compare yourself. And I just want people to be more in the present moment and just enjoy life, what's going on right now, right in front of you. And I hope that this video really helps you guys. If you guys have ever struggled with social media, I know that I just went through like a horrible depression because of it, hence why I made this video. But yeah, I'm so happy you guys are watching my first vlog, and I cannot wait till next week. I promise it will not be this heavy, but I will see you guys next Sunday, and you're going to want to tune in for this one. So I'll see you next week.